Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I am right back at the creation of my own model. This time I've tried to do the leg, and as you can see, I'm using the torso as a basis, still fiddling around with a few parts that don't fit quite perfectly. And what I'm currently, the way I went about this is I copy pasted the edge where I want to attach the leg. I extruded from that curve that I got, and this gives me at the start a unsmoothed object with which I am currently working. So the base form of the leg, it wasn't that complicated. As you can see, this is really going quite well. There's a few adjustments because the lines on the torso are not perfect, so I had to adjust a little bit. Also to reduce the number of polygons, I fused a few lines together. A noticeable difference to the Genesis 2 with which I'm currently working, as you can see every now and then, is that I have the legs spread apart. This is due to a simple fact. Whenever I do clothing for Genesis 2, especially when I do pants, I am limited in the space I can use because the legs are really close together. So whenever I try to work with these work with that, I am limited in the space I can work with. So for this model I wanted the legs to be further apart, which gives me a little more options in pants. And then I went on and I tried to make the feet, which are currently from the model the weakest point. But actually rendering the legs as I have them in the end, you saw the render at the beginning of the video, helped me to at least see where I have to adjust. So yeah, I'm not fully where I want to be, but it's actually better than I expected. With this project I'm coming further than I really anticipated, and this is really motivating me to go on. So I guess I'll try to put one of these creations in one a week, so that in the next few weeks I probably at least have the model finished, and then we're coming to the part of rigging and further points. Yeah, and my first attempt was to actually just extend from the legs for the feet and adjust the shape, similar what I do to boots. Adjust from there. But the problem that occurred was that I'm not working in the world coordinates, and I'm not really working with the object coordinates as well, because they are kind of weird. As you can see, I've copy pasted the foot of Genesis 2 and put it over it to have an idea of where I was going, but this wasn't really helping at all in any case. Also, I had no idea how to actually close the bottom, the sole of the foot, so I decided for another approach. I started with a simple cube, adjusted it to the approximate shape of what a foot can be, and went from there. As you can see that I'm already using the connect tool to add lines, so the foot is actually, even though it's not as high poly as the one from Genesis, in no way, This is actually, I think hands and feet will be rather high poly model parts in this. Yeah, as well as the head, obviously, but I'll keep the best for last. So there will be a few weeks before we are making the head. Yeah, I used the extrude tool to actually approximate the toes, and what I'm doing right now is I'm preparing for the nails, for the toenails. I want to do fingernails and toenails simply so I can color them later, so I can put textures on them separately. And as you can see, it's not really there yet, so I'm adding a few lines using the tessellate tool to just add more lines and detail. And yeah, from here on out I was just fine-tuning and adjusting what next to the Genesis 2, what I really felt was needed to give this whole thing a approximate shape of where I'm going with this. And while I still have to touch up on it, I actually came closer to an actual foot than I imagined in the beginning. Little note, this is actually the part that took me the longest time, the whole foot thing, because I had multiple I tried multiple times to go for it, and yeah, as you can see, the nail bed is also not perfect. This is I left it this way currently because I simply went from where I was right now, and this is something I will have to adjust in between. This is not something I will record, I guess, because it's not that big of a detail. And what I noticed is that in the foot actually you can see, and if you touch your foot you can feel the prolonging of the toe. So actually the bone of the toe is actually way longer than the toe is in your body, or the bone is way longer than the skin around the toenail, around the toe. Anyhow, next step was to put the foot on the leg, and for that I first adjusted the foot to give it a to give it an opening, which would then be put on the leg. Next thing, I had to weld both pieces together. There's a simple tool for that, so that's not that complex. And then I welded the points. In this case, I just I don't know, made a mistake and something didn't fit. But this was rather easy to fix. I'm looking a bit at the sole here to fix that as well. And this is basically what we have right now. The model is not perfect. It's far from it, but it's a start. It's a good start. And I think I can work with this and actually make a model from this that doesn't look completely weird. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I really hope I see you guys around. If you have any questions or ideas, just put them in the comments, and see you guys around.